Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Greetings for my lecturer, Sir Dr. Randes Masyhur, Master of Education. Greetings for all 3A class English education member. And greeting for all who found and watching this video. My name is Muhammad Ashabilyamin, student registration number 2005111478. In this video, I want to explain the chapter 1, Why Improve Your English Fluency. This chapter is from a book. The title is How to Improve English Speaking, How to Become a Confident and Fluent English Speaker, Guide to Excellent English Speaking by Marvin L. Weiss. Being understood clearly. Basically, when you speak well, people will be able to understand you better and clearly. When you speak very fast, then people will not understand a single word that you say. Also, if you speak well, people will have a better understanding of the message that you want to impose. For example, if you mumble, people will have the impression that you may not want to be there. It may also appear to them that you don't want to talk to them. So you're just mumbling instead of making them hear what you are really saying. But when you speak clearly, people will listen to you and they will surely understand the things that you are talking about. Next, being a pleasure to listen to. Isn't it good to know that people enjoy listening to the things that you are talking about? Keep in mind that effective communication also depends on whether the audience is listening to you or not. People will not listen to you if they don't enjoy the experience of listening to you. If you sound nervous, then people will most likely think that you are not prepared in delivering your speech. People will think that you are not good at speaking, thus taking you as boring. As a result, they will lose interest to what you are saying and you will not be able to communicate well with them. Next, being more confident. If you know in yourself that you are a good speaker, then you will most likely develop that confidence whenever you have to speak in front of other people. If you develop a good speaking skill, then you will develop confidence as well. Speaking well guarantees you that you will not fail because you're prepared to do so and you know what you're doing. This in turn will make you more confident to speak up and engage more people to listen to you. It will be easy to communicate when you travel and meet new people. Next, your brain energy is boosted. Because a language is a whole new complex system that includes grammar, vocabulary, as well as different rules and structures. Your brain has to retrain itself to think. It has to absorb and assimilate all of it. As a result, your brain starts working more intensively and your cognitive thinking, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills begin to evolve. Next, your memory is enhanced. The more you use your brain, the better it will serve you. Improving your fluency doesn't just involve being able to use different structures, rules, words, and sentences. It also involves remembering how to use all the aforementioned things. That is why people who master multiple languages usually recall names, directions, and phrases better than people who master only their native tongue. Next, your mother language improves. We hardly ever think before we utter a word or a phrase in our mother tongue. We use the grammatical structures in the vocabulary that we have built up over years, and we do so automatically. However, when learning a foreign language, we start comparing it with the one we already know. As a result, we start paying more attention to the grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, and structure of our native language. This experience provides us with the opportunity to improve our mother tongue as well. As a result, we become better communicators, listeners, and editors. Next, being able to convey authority. When you speak with a steadier voice, which implies authority, people will in turn take you seriously, thinking that you have an authority over them. Moreover, when you are the leader in your school or in your work, your people will then believe that you have authority over them because you speak authoritatively. Next, being able to entertain people. Speaking well can eventually entertain your audience and sustain their interest in your speech. Always keep in mind that entertaining your audience is one of your aims. When speaking, it makes you think about your listeners and how you would be able to keep them interested in what you are saying, instead of just focusing on how good or bad your performance will be. Basically, good speaking skills help in giving your speech a variety in terms of the subject matter, volume, pace, tone, and others. It also gives you spontaneity, humor, enjoyment, as well as stories or anecdotes as you deliver your speech. Next, being able to build rapport. In communication, it's very important that you keep connected with your audience. Always keep in mind that it is important that you know your audience and you build rapport with them. Good speaking skills will in turn engage your audience to listen to you. You'll be able to build good relationship with them through effective communication. So the next, I will explain the summary of the chapter 1. I make this summary myself. First, being understood clearly. When you speak well, people will be able to understand you better and clearly even when you speak very fast. Also, if you speak well, people will understand more about the messages you are trying to convey. Being a pleasure to listen to. Effective communication really depends on the listening audience. If you sound nervous, then people will most likely think that you're not good at speaking. So they will think you are boring. As a result, they will lose interest in what you have to say. Being more confident. If you develop good speaking skills, then you will develop confidence as well. Speaking well guarantees you that you will not fail because you are prepared to do it and you know what you're doing. This will make you more confident to speak and engage more people to listen to you. Your brain energy is boosted. Language is a new complex system that includes grammar, vocabulary, and various rules and structures. Your brain has to train itself to think. It has to absorb and assimilate everything. As a result, your brain begins to work more intensively and your cognitive thinking, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities begin to develop. Your memory is enhanced. The more you use your brain, the better you will be. Improving your fluency not only involves being able to use different structures, rules, words, and sentences. It also involves your ability to remember them. Next, your mother language improves. improve. We never think before saying a word of praise in our mother language. When we learn a foreign language, we begin to compare it with what we already know. As a result, we begin to pay more attention to the grammar, vocabulary, punctuation, and structure of our native language. This experience gives us the opportunity to improve our mother language as well. As a result, we become better communicators, listeners, and editors. Being able to convey authority. When you speak with a steady voice and intonation, which implies authority, people will in turn take you seriously, thinking that you have authority over them. Next, being able to entertain people. Always remember that entertaining your audience is one of your goals. On how you can keep them interested in what you have to say, good speaking skills help in giving your speech a variety of subject matter, volume, pace, tone, and more. It also gives you spontaneity, humor, fun, and stories or anecdotes when you deliver your speech. And lastly, being able to build rapport in communication. It is very important for you to stay connected with your audience. Good speaking skills will in turn engage to your audience to listen to you. You will be able to build a good relationship with them through effective communication. So that's all for me. If there are any mistakes, please forgive me. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.